Hello everybody, this is topic 3 and part 2. I am going to talk about sustainable site selection. The success of sustainable projects starts with a sustainable site selection. A proper site selection mainly targets to lessen the building's impact on the surrounding environment, including other buildings and transportation options. The considerations for the site itself mainly focus on the construction activities and location by minimizing environmental disruption, protecting and restoring habitat, and maximizing open space design. It should consider the urban context factors and project site itself. The main criteria for site selection by local and regional regulations and guidelines should be followed carefully. For example, there can be eco-sensitive zone regulations, coastal zone regulations, or natural area preservation regulations, and they should all be followed carefully and should be abided by the contractors. Minimizing land disturbances is a key to achieving success in setting sustainable sites. For example, if you select previously disturbed land, such as brown areas mean earlier industrial or building spaces or existing urban spaces, it might provide you more sustainable solution with minimal ecosystem disruption. Such sites can also provide easy access to public transportation, community and work centers with available utility services, which means less disruption in the neighboring areas. A well-designed building site and a sustainable district design can minimize long-term impacts on the community by creating districts with compactness, connectivity, and walkable streets. Local climate and hydrology are other critical factors having effects on building design. For example, a house designed for the exact family requirements will be designed differently depending on the climate or local climate conditions. For instance, having different wall materials and assembly methods are good examples of understanding the design requirements of varying climate conditions. The colder the region, the better the wall insulation you should have. There are other important parameters to be considered while selecting a sustainable site. The site must not fall under the disaster zone, and designer must avoid flood plain areas. If the building is constructed around water bodies, you must give special attention to having good engineering design, such as considering undisturbed soil buffers. Ease of transportation of resources for construction purposes must be kept in mind. For example, you should be sure that the site is accessible to the public and other means of transportation. Another interesting thing is that you should ensure to have access to basic amenities such as a bank, a childcare service, post offices, parks, libraries, primary schools, clinics, hospitals, and community halls are supposed to be near or within the site premises.